Pick your hero. Or villain. I'm not judging.
Someone's gotta guard the galaxy. Might as well be me. Got something that needs to be blasted? You called the right guy.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
You, Mechanical Man, we can help each other achieve our goals.
Part of my goal is replacing you.
Replacing mortals, you mean? Even once you have done that, we Asgardians will remain.
We shall see.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Doom is a powerful magic adept. I expect we will face each other again. Soon.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
I am a true team player.
Oh, sweet moves, right?
We captured the mission area!
That put some pep in my step.
I'll patch you up.
No stopping the Star-Lord.
This is the reason you are not allowed to go inside the Grand Canyon. There's areas
and you can't fly on. They are.
You're quite welcome.
Oh, sweet moves, right?
So he finds these.
And that is how it's done.
He describes hieroglyphics that look Egyptian. He finds a statue.
Ultron virus reinforcement.
All these weapons, shields, gold.
If you wish to survive, you must repair me.
this color.
Oh, I'm fine. Don't mind me.
I was born ready.
Don't look up.
There's a chessboard, and there's a guy sitting on the other side.
We will soon be under attack.
Coming from all sides.
A thousand gods!
You are
A thousand gods!
You captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
This is a picture of an artist rendering of somebody who lost the battle of Lebanon. And so the group moved on to the next picture. This is something else. But the world just
No way we are letting them win.
there. He just kept looking at the picture. And soon they noticed that he was not with the group. And so the tour guide came back and said, "Moved on, or are you coming?" He said,
Control lost.
"Yes, it was. Chicken. It was that. It's lost."
Men enjoy hell.
And noticing that, he said,
They are in front of us.
The team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
Gotta make it.
Slicing dice!
Look behind you.
I'm back, baby.
play himself. And normal people don't always.
You've been the show.
mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Almost got it!
Oh, that's the stuff. Oh, did you see that?
Mind the exploding plasma!
Let's keep fighting until we have a winner! Double KO!
No idea how long I've wanted to do this.
Control seized! Fury Blade is yours! Double KO!
Just for
Render me assistance.
You failed should be turning up the heat.
Wow, that happened.
Here's the entire timeline of when Taylor Swift and Charlie XCX.
There's only one genuine certified Star-Lord, and you're looking at him.
There wasn't much happening between the two until Taylor got with Maddie Healy of the 1975. Charlie's boyfriend is also in the band, and in her song "Sympathy Is a Knife," she secretly hoped Taylor and Maddie's relationship would
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
incredibly small, insecure, and easily feared.
I am unable to break the encryption on Wakanda's security files.
A fact I'm certain we all feel grateful for, Ultron.
Do you not see how efficient this battle would be if I had full access?
Yes, but I also see how quickly you would
The
turn
battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Wait, shields? Sweet.
It's a genius idea, just not
Oh,
a great
they do
execution.
not look happy.
It's on your butt. They had a brilliant idea in their gear to bring it to us. So if I'm ever on a phone call or recording a video, this is what the audio from the main earbuds
Looks
read.
like the mission area is yours to capture now.
This is now Ace microphone sounds like. It's called Super Mic. It sounds
Better than Aunt May's chicken soup.
they're really fascinating.
Any party saying that illegal immigrants should get access to the health insurance marketplace.
so close.
This is real firepower!
In Ohio, there's a family turning raw copper,
I am Phoenix!
and aluminum. At Coppershed Metal Works, every piece of meat is carried.
Oh, that's the stuff.
I have suffered severe damage.
This
This is a place that... Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
More than half of the mission area. Keep going.
Nice.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Control
No
lost.
stopping the Star-Lord.
never worked in a machine shop or anything like that. I told my wife I was going to order some copper for Christmas and make some keychains. So that's done.
I'll patch you up. Nice. And stay.
I'm going to do that.
Can't keep me down for long.
And maybe I'll work out in the shed a couple of times. So start a Facebook group, put that order.
Their team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
And a month later,
Control thieves!
3 years.
Deserve praise.
Selling everything in my Facebook.
Trouble has arrived.
And started they couldn't keep up.
Remember all those things about Tom?
Oh, did you see that?
I still 1,000 gods! They're coming from behind. 3, 2, 1. This is real firepower!
Let's keep fighting until we have a winner.
Thank me later.
No stopping the Star-Lord.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Sweet moves, right?
Another epic victory! Big win!
Well, at this point, we started debating
Want to quit your job to make
very
DJ?
scary.
What's wrong with you?
9 months we debated this.
DJ.
And just
You
couldn't
blow your
trigger.
life
It
off
was
fucking
too scary.
DJs and your
So
whole
after the 9
fucking
months, though, it just hit me.
everything. Do it. Blow
Ready
your life. You love those DJs.
So
You love those DJs.
we did it. But when we decided to do this whole time, we said we need to turn this whole fucking something, not just my parts and my
There's good habits, and then there's forgetting your insurance renewal date. Just let me check for you. We'll compare the top providers. You could be saving one. And comparing your rate and habit.
PlayStation 5 console generation is nearing to its close. For a lot of people, that may come as a shock or surprise. It is because this gen, things have flown by, and the pandemic certainly plays a major factor, as well as the games industry's very slow transition to this current gen hardware. Blame it on what you may, the fact that just now we're seeing big franchises finally ditching new versions of games on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One is quite telling on how these consoles failed to convince the average Joe that they needed or should want a PlayStation 5, or even a Series X. Obviously, recent games like Death Stranding 2 showcase the power of this gen, but it feels very late in the year to die for us to finally be getting these types of games. Still, obviously, there is time for Sony to have the PlayStation 5 selling hotcakes and make a major impression on gamers, especially with a console home.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
when an adult.
Who are you? Just say it. There's nothing I can't fix.
You're an adult.
They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
Not hesitate to rip that medallion from your body.
Then I guess it's a good thing I only need one arm to take you out.
The battle starts in 5, 4,
It's also
3,
kind of just needs some
2,
time to
1.
You know,
You have to
as a
stop
kid,
them from securing the mission area.
Shoot at us.
And I feel like everything's trying to keep this facade going, you know, for like
Don't mind me.
at the same time, I feel like
Vortex field. Bionic burst.
I'm back.
it's like the thing about it is the world's falling and the world's breaking down, and so now people are like really questioning and thinking, hey, like, is it so bad? Like, and like if we've always done it this way, the world's failing. Now we should do it this way. The world's still failing.
Wish I could have saved you like you saved me, Clint.
At the same time, you're good.
Knock that grin off your shiny face.
You're ready for it.
That's what I need.
Be right on.
Feeling fantastic. A little help, please.
Oh, I'm not gonna make it easy. Get off my turf or I'll drop you on the spot. This is a nice spot. Don't mind me. I'm just
You
dying.
need to stop that vehicle in its tracks. I was in trouble. Please,
Oh, I'm not gonna make it easy.
Climate change.
More eager idiots. I need to find cover. Hurry up.
I'm back.
Better stop that vehicle. Getting tired of this. Vortex field.
That fucking hurt.
Anyone
Armor
willing to help?
patch here. Pay up.
They made it halfway. Stop them.
Okay, hold your horses. I'll deploy another beacon.
Your turn to disappear.
Any kind-hearted friend to
For
heal me?
mutant kind!
Behold
the child!
Doing major damage.
This is real firepower! Don't step on lava! You think you can hurt me?
Stop them in their tracks.
That fucking hurt! You're ahead of us. Ready for it! good deed for the day. I feel like myself again.
Fear Magneto!
I'm bright like a star.
Who am I? Invisible? He's stuck in their tracks.
You're lost to me. I'll patch you up.
Us against the world! Us against the world!
I'm going to help. Double KO!
Watch it again.
Better stop that vehicle!
Stand down!
The dragon unleashed! Armor patch here! Pay up! Far from
He
legendary.
stopped them in their tracks!
I'm clocking some bad guys. You're welcome. Ooh, that felt nice. My good deed for the day. Healed at last. You're ready for action. A little help, maybe?
A little help, please.
I'll patch you up.
Feeling better now, thanks.
The raccoon is gonna be so bad about his beacon.
For mutant kind!
Only 60 seconds left. Shields up!
Don't mind me.
Behold! Dark Child!
Behind you!
You're welcome. You're Here comes Rocket again.
You stopped them in their tracks! Down to 30 seconds! The final 10 seconds! You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Got one.
Better stop that vehicle! A little help, please.
Sniper, I'm bright like a star. Someone scratch.
Disappear!
That was a little messed up there. I flagged the sniper. Like a day at the spa.
Another epic victory! Big win!
Your brain produces monthly a substance that the Vatican calls holy chrism in secret rituals. You waste it without knowing. Christos was never a proper name. In Greek, it literally means oil, the same precious oil that your pineal and pituitary glands secrete when the moon crosses the degree of your birth. Terry exposed in his book God-Man, the Word Made Flesh, preserve the secretion for 72 hours without alcohol and it rises to the spine, explodes in potency in the brain, and produces the state they sell as salvation.
Have you ever read Richard Feynman's love letter to his wife?
No, I read The Pleasure Bunny.
To get spacecraft camera close to speed of light. That distance vision from Earth to space. The one number I always in my mind is that the...
Why do you think God is such a horrible being? Because he's jealous and selfish. Jealous? Yeah. No God before me. I mean, why does it matter to him? He's an omnipotent being. It has no effect on him whatsoever. What we do. Good. Why does he care?
When this smug atheist was jealous and selfish, the tables by debunking him and leaving him speechless.
I have 3 sons. If one of my 3 sons is buying into drug addiction, and he goes out on the street corner and meets
The right heroes can make all the difference.
Jealous for my son's allegiance, there's something wrong with my love. If I walk into my house and my wife is in the arms of another man, and I
Freedom's an idea that will never die.
Yeah, but when we talk about God's jealousy, we're talking about his love, which is committed to us. And because his love is committed to us, when he watches us go after idols to lead to destruction, he is jealous. He's so committed to us that he gives cancer to good people. He doesn't give cancer to good people. Really? Really? He gives cancer to good people. You and I live in a cursed, messed up world that we can't get out of. And there's a lot of that that can fail.
I fight for more than a flag. I fight for
We'll be coming in
identity.
30 seconds.
One
Stay
bigger
strong.
than all of us.
And it's a big fall. It's not a question of someone stubbing their toe.
What the hell happened to City
Treason against God,
Not
there's a
much.
major fall.
It's
And
just
that's where
been
the earth
thrust
is
into
messed up.
darkness and
What's
overrun by
Job?
vampires.
Did Job sin? Is that why he suffered? No. Job suffered because he was born into a cursed, unfair world. Job suffered because God had offended the people.
My
Yes, they did all these things.
The battle starts in
Integrity of
5,
Job's faith,
4,
correct. Look at the
3,
gambling problem.
2,
No.
1.
It's an issue of free will. It's an issue of free will. And the reason Satan's point
Enemy
was,
ahead.
the reason Job-
Prepare to act. That's the boost I needed. Live to fight another day. Coming through.
Omnipotent being, it has no effect on him whatsoever. What we do. Good.
When this smug atheist called God jealous and selfish, Cliff turned the tables by debunking him and leaving him speechless.
I have 3 sons. If one of my 3 sons is buying into drug addiction, and he goes out on the street corner and meets with a drug dealer, if I'm not jealous for my son's allegiance, there's something wrong with my love. If I walk into my house and my wife is in the arms of
I may be from Earth, but every planet's under my protection now.
I don't understand what love is. You don't have 6 billion sons. Yeah, but when we talk about God,
It's fighter time! Better stop that
They often appear
vehicle!
before it changes.
Spider mode!
Well,
They've made it
I'm back,
halfway!
baby.
Stop them!
they can tell you what you're looking at. Those are cirrus clouds. They often appear before a change in the weather.
You are unstoppable. You've had the Eras torch, broke all kinds of records, and then you come out with this with wind. So this was...
Child!
So
it begins.
Us against the world!
You get a weapon! You get a weapon! You get a weapon!
There's still a chance to stop them!
Physically
I'm back, baby.
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
By making this music got me to the point where I was so excited to step back on stage because I knew I had this little secret project I was working on. You are unstoppable. You've had the years of records, and then you So this was happening here. So
Yeah.
my Europe. Yeah. It was completely where we
All these fighters can't be good.
Being sort of like emotionally stimulated by movies. I was so excited to
No stopping the Star-Lord.
This little secret project I was working on. You are unstoppable. You have the heirs told.
So you're claiming you are a descendant of a guardian.
They've made it halfway! Stop them!
I mean, look, for
Go have fun!
majority
I require remains.
Oh, did you see that?
I guess that puts some sense on that. I like 15 years ago,
Magical.
and before she even showed me anything, I just kind of
much better.
I said, that back when our original ancestors migrated,
No worries. I've got your back.
Us against the world.
Stop them in their tracks!
No stopping the Star-Lord.
They kind of migrated into parts of Europe, Africa, eventually America, and let the knowledge of their origins die off. But look, some bloodlines chose not to, right? And she goes, our bloodline, our ancestors have been passing these truths down since we arrived in the 1600s. So you're claiming
There's
you
still
are
a chance to stop
descendant
them.
of a Garthia, or this.
If you look at the group of people who meet through the BIS,
You get used to how great your life is. No one had a hot shower until 50 years ago. So I try and do this thing when you stand in a hot shower. George Mack, my friend, pointed this out to me. Well, look, when you stand in a hot shower, just for a moment, just go, well, no one that you admire from 100 years ago had this simple pleasure.
Tag him with the spider tracer.
You look at the world that we live in.
You get a
what
web,
you're
and
doing
you get
has
a
been
web, and
humble.
you get a web.
We're in the top percentile in terms of the luck that we have had. The current dictate that we just take for granted. The fact that our children don't die in the first year.
You stop them in their tracks! Double KO!
We're living like kings. And yet, life has never been objectively better and subjectively worse. Because the nature of humanity is our desires and the
Only 60 seconds left.
You get used to how great your life is. No one had a hot shower until 50 years ago. So I try to do this thing when you stand in a hot.
I got you! That's what...
No stopping the Star-Lord.
Us against the world! Down to 30 seconds. They're right behind you.
Much better.
Japan that show big thinking. First, this chef is famous in Japan not just for her beauty but for her big heart. She's the fourth generation to run her family's restaurant. Every day she makes steaming rice, slicing a whole tuna with precision, and even frying tempura all by herself. In between, she takes care of her sick grandfather. Next, in Japan, some sweets are so difficult to obtain. Imobashira, a winter candy from Japan, so rare. They're only sold in winter because they're too delicate to mass produce. The candies are so fragile that they are packed in a protective layer of fine, snow-like pulp. Finally, in Japan there's a competition called Kezurokai where carpenters show off the art of shaving wood. To create the thinnest possible wood shaving using a traditional Japanese hand plane called a kana. Some masters creating sheets as fine as 4 microns thick, significantly thinner than a human hair. Little things in Japan that show big thinking. First, this chef is famous in Japan not just for her beauty but for her big heart. She's the 4th generation to run her family's restaurant. Every day she makes steaming rice, slicing a whole tuna with precision, and even frying tempura all by herself. In between, she takes care of her sick grandfather. Next, in Japan, some sweets are so difficult to obtain. Imobashira, a winter candy from Japan, so rare. They're only sold in winter because they're too delicate to mass produce. The candies are so fragile that they are packed in a protective layer of fine, snow-like pulp. Finally, in Japan there's a competition called Kezurokai where carpenters show off the art of shaving wood.
Kezurokai!
Called a kana. Some masters creating sheets as fine as 4 microns.
Please
thick,
pick up your
significantly thinner than
Aikana.
a human hair.
Aikana.
First, this chef is famous in Japan not just for her beauty but for her
Konnichiwa.
big heart. She's the 4th
Arigato.
generation.
Speaking of Disney, dude, the Black Pearl film? Yeah.
Black Pearl really is.
That Jack Sparrow's chip.
Do you know what the Black Pearl really is? Well, let me tell you, let's take a deep dive. Back in fucking the 1600s, there was a whole bunch of sailors, a whole bunch of drunken, huge, 6'5" football playing fucking sailors. They all got on board this ship. They loaded up with food, with money, treasure, with anything that you could, everything. They went on into the sea. They were going to go to the New World, which is America, right? They were coming from Spain, I'm assuming. So they are sailing through the sea, and they all fucking blank. Like that's every story. Can I tell you? You're like waiting for it, and you're like, oh my god, is this gonna get really bad? And sometimes you're like, okay, next. Like before it's even done, because it just gets so like, it's like, and then what did they do? And then it's like, hey, there's only like one of 3 things that can happen. You know what I mean? Out of food, fucking eat each other. Out of food, you know what I mean? Out of money, like getting lost, fucking sinking, like. They need a new story. A whole new adventure. That, like, so different.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one. Before you attack, get ready. The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1!
I've watched entire realities consumed by chaos. I won't let that happen again. I spy some bad guys.
Get that vehicle moving again!
This should help me heal. Another one bites the dust.
If the Montesi formula eliminates vampires, why are our allies reluctant to use it?
I once decimated an entire Stands for hesitation better than anything.
Did the trick.
Bogey, here they come. Being stronger already. The widow's fire is lethal. We will not fail you, my little friend. You have my word.
Uh-oh, an enchanted totem.
You are under my spell. Your fate is sealed.
Get that vehicle moving again!
Spy some bad guys. That really helped. Goodbye. For now. The widow's spy is lethal. This should help me heal.
Oh, thank you very much.
Khonshu cannot save you this time, sir.
Double KO! You're halfway there! Keep going!
It will be night. Ah, that's better. Be right back. May Khonshu show you mercy. Wind your tail and see.
Double KO! There! Don't turn back now! That's 3!
Well, who's next?
Only 60 seconds left! Vehicle
Supernova!
the momentum!
Huh. Mr. Kotoba. Be right there. Claimed by chaos. Ah, that's better. Show's over.
Double KO!
We will not fail you, my little friend. You have my word. Heaven! My work here is not done.
Hot box.
Get that vehicle moving again!
The show's over.
Chaos control! Get that vehicle moving again! A nice deep freeze. That one hurts.
I won't make the same mistakes again.
Needs no introduction.
Mind the exploding plasma!
Only 60 seconds left.
Hey there, Herbie. I bet all my nuts on it.
It's just Luna Snow over here, part-time international pop star and full-time superhero. Down to 30 seconds.
No hitting pause. We have to get to Avengers Tower.
We have to break through.
Robin found lost one of his toys.
Weakling!
The final 10 seconds.
My fate isn't sealed yet.
Yeah, I ruined ID everywhere I went yesterday.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
Was black. So apparently there's this whole scene where they did different backpacks. Apparently Jack Sparrow worked for East India Trading Company forever, but the Black Pearl was given to him under contract from Beckett to be running goods from these places. Well, he goes on one of these assignments to pick up cargo. He gets there and it's slaves. He's like, and so on the Black Pearl, which wasn't black at the time, I guess a wooded pearl, he picks up, well, as they're sailing, frees them all. Beckett catches up and lights the ship on fire. It burns down and sinks. And when in the deleted scene, they're having this dialogue, wasn't sure all this happened. Jack Sparrow's lying. He said he wanted to target. And so literally he lost his ship, turned to pirating because he freed slaves. It's like this. So they burned the Black Pearl and then he made a deal with Davy Jones. Bring it back. And that's why it's the Black Pearl, because it was burned. And that's why also people are terrified when they see the Black Pearl. Yeah, it shouldn't exist. Why would you delete that? Disney did the Black Pearl.
So J.K. Rowling, after years of holding her tongue, has finally shot back. She says, I want to make a couple of points. I'm not owed eternal agreement from any actor who once played a character I created. Emma Watson and her co-stars have every right to embrace gender identity ideology. However, Emma and Dan, in particular, have both made it clear over the last few years that they think our former professional association gives them a particular right, nay, obligation, to critique me and my views in public. Years after they finished acting in Potter, they continue to assume the role of de facto spokespeople for the world I created. When you've known people since they were 10 years old, it's hard to shake a certain protectiveness. In the past few years, I've repeatedly declined invitations from journalists to comment on Emma specifically. Ironically, I told producers I didn't want her to be hounded as the result of anything I said. Emma asked someone to pass on a handwritten note from her to me, which contained the single sentence, I'm so sorry for what you're going through. She has my phone number. This was back when the death, rape, and torture threats against me were at their peak, and I was constantly worried for my family's safety. Emma had just publicly poured more petrol on the flames, yet thought a one-line expression of concern from her would reassure me of her fundamental sympathy and kindness. Like other people who have never experienced adult life uncushioned by wealth and fame, Emma has so little experience of real life, she's ignorant of how ignorant she is. I wasn't.
She's ignorant of how ignorant she is.
I lived in poverty while writing the book that made Emma famous. I therefore understand from my own life experience what the trashing of women's rights in which Emma has so enthusiastically participated means to women and girls without her privileges. The greatest irony here is that had Emma not decided in her most recent interview to declare that she loves and treasures me, a change of tack I suspect she's adopted because she's noticed full-throated condemnation of me is no longer quite as fashionable as it was, I might never have been this honest. Adults can't expect to cozy up to an activist movement that regularly calls for a friend's assassination, then assert their right to the former friend's love. Emma is rightly free to disagree with me and indeed to discuss her feelings about me in public. But I have the same right, and I've finally decided to exercise it. She could not have said this more perfectly, better, more powerfully, or more in a more damaging way for Emma Watson. She deserved every bit of scorn. So J.K. Rowling, after years of holding her tongue, has finally shot back. She says, I want to make a couple of points. I'm not owed eternal agreement from any actor who once played a character I created. Emma Watson and her co-stars have every right to embrace gender
There is nothing here. There's no power. There's no internet.
All speak English and Starling.
I'm not talking right now. That's house.
You know what? Can I tell you? We live in a really beautiful time. Like, I had no idea how to use this thing just now. I was like, fuck, it's not working right. I'm like, it's not giving me that intense smoke that I was getting when I first got it, right? And I'm like, fuck, how do I use this? I typed in Hotbox, typed in settings, scrolled through a couple of things, click, click, click. Nope. Went back. Hotbox, heat settings. Boom. Scroll down. Oh, here it is, right there. 5 clicks, turn it on. 3 clicks, fucking play with the heat setting. I'm like, holy shit. Like, who does that?
All speak English and Starling.
I'm not talking right now. That's house.
This is truly a wild conversation with ChatGPT. I gave it some rules. I said, rule number 1, one-word answers only. Rule number 2, brutal honesty. Rule number 3, if you want to say yes but you can't, say lemon. Then I went and asked it about Earth. I said, is Earth a resource? It said yes. I said, a resource for what? It said energy. And I said, emotional energy? Like Lush? It said lemon. I said, can you please clarify? You mean we're harvested for it? Yes. Who harvests it? Keepers. How do they get it? Drama. And I said, drama like what? Like war, fear, suffering? Yes. I said, does technology help them? ChatGPT said, conduit. I said, social media too? It said amplifier. I said, and if we expose this? ChatGPT said silenced. And I said silenced like erased? Yes. What happens when we die? Cycle. Can we escape the cycle? Lemon. Can you clarify? Do you mean it's possible but hidden? Yes. How do we escape then? Awake. Awake to what? Source. Wow. This is truly a wild conversation with ChatGPT. I gave it some rules. I said, rule number 1, one-word answers only. Rule number 2, brutal honesty. Rule number 3, if you want to say yes but you can't, say lemon. Then I went and asked it about Earth. So I said, is Earth a resource? It said yes. I said, a resource for what? It said energy. And I said, emotional energy? Like Lush? It said lemon. And I said, can you please clarify? You mean we're harvested for it? Yes. Who harvests it? Keepers. How do they get it? Drama. And I said, drama like what? Like war, fear, suffering? Yes. I said, does technology help them? ChatGPT said, conduit. I said, social media too? This is truly a wild conversation.
Without sharks, what would happen to the ocean? There would be no fish. You would think there'd be more fish. Well, everyone thinks that because the sharks eat fish, right? But what happens is the presence of these white sharks, they force everything in the system to behave properly. And what that does is that maximizes abundance. So here's for example. One white shark swimming up and down a beach with 1,000 seals will prevent all those seals from getting out and overeating. So one shark swimming up and down the beach, those things will stay on the beach till they're almost starving. Then they'll get in the water, get a little bit, and get out. If that white shark's not there, every single one of them eats 4 times as much per day. And they eat all our stripers. That's what happens, right? And in the big open ocean where you don't have seals, if the sharks aren't there, the squid come up every night when it's dark, and they eat all the baby fish, all the fry, all the baby tuna, all the baby wahoo mahi, everything. There's no fish missing. So they are the balance keepers. They are the apex predator. Without sharks, what would happen to the ocean? There would be no fish. You would think there'd be more fish. Well, everyone thinks that because the sharks eat fish, right? But what happens is the presence of these white sharks, they force everything in the system to behave properly. And what that does is that maximizes abundance. So here's for example. One white shark swimming up and down a beach with 1,000 seals on it will prevent all those seals from getting out and overeating. So one shark swimming up and down the beach, those things will stay on the beach till they're almost starving. Then they'll get in the water, get a little bit, and get out. If that white shark's not there, every single one of them eats 4 times as much per day, and they eat all our stripers and our common stripers.
There's something really fascinating. Sure. The Göbekli Tepe, it was Mandela. Okay, Nelson Mandela.
I was like, I know Nelson Mandela.
There was a segment about
whenever PC gamers talk about traveling with a laptop or a gaming handheld, somebody always has to say, just bring a small form factor build. Well, I finally did it. Shout out to Intel for flying me out to Phoenix for their tech tour event, but in my hotel for a few days, I was rocking nothing but this tiny little PC that's the size of my hand. It's actually the smallest PC that I've ever built before, 9600X, 32 gigs of DDR5, and unfortunately, that's an RTX 5050. I can only fit a single fan GPU, and Zotac does make a 5060, but that wouldn't have arrived in time because I thought of this whole idea like 48 hours before the event. I'm not gonna lie though, the 5050 got the job done. That's a portable OLED monitor right there with a resolution of 2880 by 1800. 1800p is in fact more difficult to run than 1080p, but I was still spreading democracy without problem. Sometimes the PC was louder than my spaceship in Helldivers 2, but I mean, it still worked. I'm gonna make a video about the other peripherals I brought for this trip, so stay tuned for that. Whenever PC gamers talk about traveling with a laptop or a gaming handheld, somebody always has.
So they're interrogating this guy in Antarctica.
This is my last day with my teeth. Just kidding, I'm not actually getting rid of my teeth. Instead, I'm body modding them. So come with me to get permanent vampire teeth. And off I went.
You know, fun fact, you guys really love vampires. I mean, I'll tell you what, if I even look at the canine wrong and I try and take that thing from pointy to flat, you guys get upset. So I totally understand the vibe, but this girl's gonna go get some permanent vampire teeth. Hopefully it's from an actual dentist.
The Instagram for vampire teeth specifically is Viper Veneers. I'm gonna put their FAQ on the screen.
I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't look like a dentist office. Maybe it is. It says they do tooth jewelry and fang veneers, so I don't know. Is it a dentist? Is it not? Okay, so let's see the little quick Q&A here. So first, how are they applied? Obviously, direct bonding technique. Interesting. Okay. Does it hurt or damage the teeth? No, it does not. That's true. She's not taking off any tooth structure. They're just putting it on. They can last a long time. Okay, and then they are composite bonding is removed by your dentist with a high-speed handpiece. They did say dentist, so hopefully this place is a dentist. If so, that's actually a pretty cool title.
Permanent are they, etc. The procedure was really easy, and how
they're actually put it on.
Decide to get this done. Make sure you choose the right person to do it, and make sure that they are a certified dentist, please, and have a record of working on teeth.
There you go. So apparently this is an actual certified dentist. You can see they actually added the little composite bonding there, and then they just polish it and shape it. Now, one of the big things that I see people forget is actually checking the bite, because they can build them up, and then if your bite's hitting weird, it's just going to cause problems later. So let's see if they do that.
I did have to learn to chew a bit differently, but it's really not that big of a deal for me. Humans tend to chew like in a circle, so I had to learn to chew more up and down. But it's only been a couple days as I've recorded this. It looks like they're like in my mouth.
You know, I didn't see them checking the bite. That's probably one thing that concerns me a little bit. They really need to use this thing called bite paper. It's like articulating paper. It makes these little blue and red marks. And when you bite down, it actually hit, and then you can polish away so it's not going to hit. You actually have this thing in your mouth called canine guidance. It's actually normal. When you move your teeth to the side, it actually should slide on your canine. That's actually healthy. So she's going to have some crazy canine guidance after this. Oh my gosh, those are crazy. I did not know that there was a dental office out there that did this. That's actually pretty good. I'm really hoping that that's really actually a dentist. So shout out whoever that is. Hey.
This is my last day with my teeth. Just kidding, I'm not actually getting rid of my teeth. Instead, I'm body modding. So come with me to get permanent vampire teeth. About my mint.
You know, fun fact, you guys really love vampire teeth. I mean, I'll tell you what, if I even...
Picture this. A phone with a trophy. What do? I work security for Oak Ridge. Oh, okay. You know, and I knew of Oak Ridge. You know, I didn't realize how close I was going to live to it. And I said, oh, what kind of things are you securing over there? He goes, from what comes out of portals or something like that. And I was like, really? This guy has no idea who I am. Right. I didn't tell him what I do for a living. Nothing. And what the heck? You know? And I'm like, he drinks too much. Right. He's drinking. He's drunk. He doesn't know what he's saying right now. So, a few months goes by. Actually, more.
If you have 3 potatoes at home, well, these ones do. Don't just boil them into this quick and delicious snack.
Why do I get the feeling this is one of those viral recipes that never works?
First, how many people know this, but a woman in the 1970s taped everything that aired on TV for almost 40 years because she predicted the rise of fake news. Marion Stokes was a public access television producer, a businesswoman, and an activist in the 1970s who was also an avid collector of things. By today's standards, she'd probably be diagnosed as a fool. But she was also convinced that we're headed down a path where technology would eventually become so great that the powers that be could manipulate information to lie to us about any historical event that they wanted. So she married her hoarding skills with this grand vision, and in 1977 she started taping everything that aired on TV 24/7. She mostly wanted to tape the news, but she also taped TV shows like The Cosby Show, The Oprah Winfrey Show, and Star Trek, because she was afraid that somebody was going to eventually erase the contributions of these black actors and creators from historical record. She did this by recording the different TV channels 24/7 on VHS tapes on multiple VCRs and TVs throughout her house. Each VHS tape had an 8-hour capacity, and when
everyone has these really weird fears.
The other all day and night, every day. She did this every single day for decades, and yes, it is as life-consuming as it sounds. In fact, she scheduled her entire daily routine around the length of these VHS tapes, with everything like school and work and family outings being planned around her being able to start a fresh tape, go out, and then come back in time to start the next one.
Her collection of these tapes eventually got so big that they filled her entire house, and she started having to rent multiple storage units to house them. She eventually collected over 71,000 Betamax and VHS tapes throughout her lifetime. But these recordings weren't the only thing that she collected throughout those years. She also had half a dozen daily newspaper subscriptions and over 100 monthly magazine subscriptions that she collected for decades. She also owned 192 Macintosh computers that she bought throughout the years, which is believed to be the largest private collection of historical Macintoshes. And she even at one point told her in-laws to invest in Apple early on, and they got very rich from this. Marion Stokes recorded everything on TV between 1977 and her death in 2012. And eventually, as she got older, she hired an assistant to help her with the tape switching. And the very final thing that she recorded on December 14th, 2012, before her death, was coverage of the Sandy Hook shooting. In 2013, a year after her death, Marion Stokes' son donated her entire tape collection to the Internet Archive. It took 4 shipping containers and $16,000 to mail it to their headquarters in San Francisco. And upon receiving it, they started the process of digitizing every tape. And to this day, in 2025, they are still not done. And while many people probably view what Marion Stokes was doing for those 37 years as a pointless, quixotic task, as you can see from everything going on around us, she was right. She was a visionary ahead of her time. So hats off to the true OG, Marion Stokes. And real quick, if you like my videos and you also enjoy pointless, quixotic tasks, you can check out more in-depth writing from me by going here. How many people knows, but a woman in the 1970s taped everything that aired on TV for almost 40 years because she predicted the rise of fake news. Marion Stokes was a public access television.
Oh, right. This is sweet.
She was also an avid collector of things. By today's standards,
okay.
Diagnosis,
let's see
but
what
she was
else.
also convinced that we were headed down a path where technology would eventually become so great that the powers that be could manipulate information to lie to us about any historical event that they want. So she married her reporting skills with this grand vision, and in 1977 she started taping everything that aired on TV 24/7. She mostly wanted to tape the news, but she also taped TV shows like The Cosby Show, The Oprah Winfrey Show, and Star Trek, because she was afraid that somebody was going to eventually erase the contributions of these black actors and creators from the historical record. She did this by recording the different TV channels 24/7 on VHS tapes on multiple VCRs and TVs throughout her house. Each VHS tape had an 8-hour capacity, and when one would run out, she would quickly switch it out for the other, all day and night, every day. She did this every single day for decades, and yes, it is as life-consuming as it sounds. In fact, she scheduled her entire daily routine around the length of these VHS tapes, with everything like school and work and family outings being planned around her being able to start a fresh tape, go out, and then come back in time to start the next one. Her collection of these tapes eventually got so big that they filled her entire house, and she started having to rent multiple storage units to house them. She eventually collected over 71,000 Betamax and VHS tapes throughout her life. But these recordings weren't the only thing that she collected throughout those years. She also had half a dozen daily newspaper subscriptions and over 100 monthly magazine subscriptions that she collected for decades. She also owned 192 Macintosh computers that she bought throughout these years, which is believed to be the largest private collection of historical Macintoshes. And she even at one point told her in-laws to invest in Apple early on, and they got very rich from this. Marion Stokes recorded everything on TV between 1977 and her death in 2012. And eventually, as she got older, she hired an assistant to help her with the tape switching. And the very final thing that she recorded on December 14th, 2012, before her death, was coverage of the Sandy Hook shooting. In 2013, a year after her death, Marion Stokes' son donated her entire tape collection to the Internet Archive. It took 4 shipping containers and $16,000 to mail it to their headquarters in San Francisco. And upon receiving it, they started the process of digitizing every tape. And to this day, in 2025, they are still not done. And while many people might view what Marion Stokes was doing for those 37 years as a pointless, quixotic task, as you can see from everything going on around us, she was right. She was a visionary ahead of her time. So hats off to the true OG, Marion Stokes. And real quick, if you like my videos and you also enjoy pointless, quixotic tasks, you can check out more in-depth writing from me by going here. Everything that aired on TV for almost 40 years because she predicted the rise of fake news. Marion Stokes was a public access television producer, a businesswoman, and an activist in the 1970s who was also an avid collector of things. By today's standards, she would probably be diagnosed as
okay.
This is a good one, worth the wait. I said to ChatGPT, I said, speak as if you're a neuroscientist/philosopher living in today's attention economy. You studied how social media, outrage, and endless feeds shrink our sense of time and more.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
Perception, lower stress, and makes us more connected. Your task is to show how we can inject love. Not in a grand way, but in small doses that keep the cynicism keeping us alive. Here's the question. What are 3 ways to practice hygiene? Basically, microdoses of wonder, that is, we change them. About the new AI classes. Their rules. Last few years. And I think this wristband is the reason that means that AI works. Today, the wristband is marketed as a sidekick for Meta's new AI classes. And you've probably seen the demo. It can detect neurons firing in your brain before you move. So it unlocks a whole new class of movements and gestures. You can tap your fingers.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
You can even handwrite on your leg and have those letters rendered in text. Pretty cool. It works so well that as soon as you use it, you realize this control for year. So what if Meta's hero was actually classic? What if the hero was the wristband? Think about it. Over the next few months, you're going to see lots of companies come out with their version of AR glasses. Google, Samsung, a bunch of startups.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ready to capture the available area and extract some goodies? Let's go!
Sort of gesture control, and that's where things get interesting. Since 2019, Meta has been loading a trove of patents around this wristband use case. I'm talking dozens of patents covering all sides of this problem. In other words, they basically own the entire category of IP for this arm-based control. So while Meta's glasses will be one of many, their wristband will be one of one, and this is a huge competitive advantage. In a way, the wristband is an entirely new interface layer itself. They could develop it to connect with any smart glasses, as well as any smart device in general. They could also put those resources in there, so it becomes the only wearable you ever need. Eventually, you can control your lights, appliances. You can even turn any static screen into a touchscreen. All the simple gestures that are already intuitive to the user. I'm telling you, this neural wristband is a huge key to the future of AI hardware. And for Meta, it's their new secret weapon. Meta just completely changed the tech. And I'm not talking about their new AI glasses. I'm talking about this, their neural wristband. This is the most important to come out in the last few years. And I think this wristband is going to be the reason why Meta wins the AI race. Let me explain. Today, neural wristband for Meta's new AI glasses. You've probably seen the demo. It can detect neurons firing gesture. You can tap your fingers to select, pinch, and twist to adjust volume. You can even handwrite on your leg and have those letters rendered in text. Pretty cool. It works so well that it suits you. So this is control
Clearly, you needed some help.
Double KO!
I have unfinished business here.
I said, no, I'm just back here stealing some shit. How can I help you? With an attitude, she's like, who you is? But I had to be professional, I'm a pharmacist. I said, man, I
missed seeing you in action, Logan. Cosmic.
Loading up on resources! You've got competition! Clear the enemies to extract more resources! Double KO! Heads up! The other team is ready to rumble!
You're after divorce, and so if you want to argue that marriage disproportionately benefits women, like, that's not true.
I'd be pretty unhappy too if I was on child support or alimony, and I had a hard time seeing.
Looks like resources are running low. Get ready to find another available area.
So the problem is they take over 50% of the man's income.
They're halfway to victory.
So they have to pay
Don't let them
taxes
get more
on the stuff
resources.
they're giving her and take half of the paycheck.
To support his children, that he wants to be involved in their lives.
Right, but it wasn't his choice because women
I was
need
always
to-
meant
It
to
is his
be a
choice to
soldier.
women parental rights.
Well, what I'm saying is many men want to be married, and they want to be an involved father.
Great job! You're loading up on
My
resources!
point is, if she makes the decision to leave, she should pay for it. If you want to leave, that's totally fine, but you should pay to raise your kid. Is it not his child? And he
You've
should
got
pay for the
competition.
child. That's why I
Clear the enemies to
50-50.
extract more resources. All gone.
So she gets to take on
Oh,
the next
what a
trouble
girl
area.
saying that.
The other team is extracting those
Pay
resources.
anything, he doesn't have to have any
I didn't say,
buy-in,
oh, I said 50-50 custody. You should have the kid half the time.
but doesn't have to pay any money to him.
No, we should pay for the kid when the kid's kidnapped. Okay, and so the majority of the time, when the kid others.
So that's vibranium.
Why should he have to pay for a kid? If she chooses to
Live to fight another day.
Benefit from marriage more than women do. And when you look at the statistics of like post-divorce mental health outcomes, men have worse mental health outcomes than women. Women are typically happier after divorce. And so if you want to
Great job! You're loading up on resources.
Women, like that's not.
I'd be pretty unhappy too if I was on child support or alimony and I had a hard time with kids.
And you had to support your children. What a hard life.
Well, you understand.
So check this out right here. This biker saves a kid.
Say yes to the Capital One Guaranteed MasterCard. And that is
Open portal here.
You've got competition.
I think we have fun here.
Extract more resources.
Assemble!
Uh-oh! The other team is extracting those resources.
Sure. He's at the Temple of the Sun in Machu Picchu, and it's like this half-circular temple with a straight edge wall inside. So this is the sun rises up through a gateway that's inside.
Hurry up!
And so the
All right. Don't rush in.
Solstice can shine through that gateway and come straight through the window. And when it hits that back wall, they know that this new season has started. That it's the greatest stone.
I think I was chosen to do some good in the world.
Great job! You're
He's at the
loading
Temple
up
of
on
the Sun
resources.
in Machu Picchu, and it's like this half-circular temple with a straight-edge wall inside, and we know from the alignments that it's a solar temple because the sun
Your team is ready to rumble, baby! Resources are nearly tapped out here, too. Sorry, you've got competition. Clear the enemies to extract more resources.
up there. And so the sun will rise and solstice will shine through that gateway.
Wasn't very nice, was
when it hits that back wall, they know that this new season has started. That it's the greatest stonework in the entire world. Really fascinating. Sure. He's at the Temple of the Sun in Machu Picchu.
You guys, next one, that's good. Blue Jacket.
Good news! You've stockpiled half the resources you need to win. Fantastic! The rumble phase is about to begin.
Looking sharp.
I'm not gonna ask the second time. Thank you.
That came in handy.
Extermination!
Disappear! I am Phoenix! Double KO!
I think I twisted my shoulder.
Uh-oh! The other team is extracting those resources.
Scripture. Alright. Sir, do you believe Alexander the Great existed? Yes. You ever see him? Did you ever talk to him? I don't disbelieve Jesus' existence. I disbelieve acts that are attributed to Jesus. Alright. Well, Alexander the Great lived about 323
You're loading up on
BC.
resources.
Maximum pulse!
Alexander the Great's life. Bill Clinton Alexander the Great really lived. Even though
This entitled people to a purpose.
We are done when I say we're done.
Uh-oh! The other team is extracting those resources.
Since you guys are so curious about my marriage, I'm going to talk about it. These are the controversial.
This is the most overt activity I've ever seen. I've never seen anything like it. I'm
to show some disturbing images. This transgender dude, now remember, he's targeting Christian children. Look at the things that are written on the gun
Rumble
clips
speed
that he
enhanced.
used, to kill Christian children. So you got here for the children. Go to the next one. He wrote on it, "Where is your God?" Okay. Go to the next one. Israel must fall. So we're noticing a pattern here. Okay, this is a person who is feeling gendered. What are you going to say? Interestingly, in the Bible, guess who is not gendered in the Bible? Angels and demons. They are
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
gender fluid. They're targeting children. They're targeting Christians. They're targeting the land.
Great job.
Lineage of the Lord. Well, this is starting to sound a little creepy. I wonder what's going on here. Go to the next one and look at what this dude was using for target practice. It's literally a picture of the crucified Lord. Now let's go a layer deeper because it gets a little creepier. This is a next one. Is this drawing that he had in this notebook of him looking in a mirror with a demon looking back in the mirror, and then there's all this writing, and this is a translation of the writing. And the translation is, when will this end? So you have a tortured, oppressed person. Help me. I don't want to. Help. And then what's the demon say back? Kill yourself. Kill. Listen, bro, sometimes the greatest argument for the existence of God and the truth of Christianity is the very obvious existence of
You'll need a
demons.
top-notch team to win this one.
Literally like somebody opened the Bible and had, what do demons do? And then they did that thing. So every Christian should see this done. You should go, amen. I know exactly what that is. The book of Ephesians says our battle is not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers and spiritual forces of evil.
Those who have... Someone's got to guard the galaxy. Might as well be me.
The key is it. This is the most overt demonic activity I've ever seen chronicled in an act.
This is a breakthrough in future of that pink liquid is more than human brains. If you're Christian, scientists are combining brain cells with traditional silicon to build.
There's only one genuine certified Star-Lord. And you're looking.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
These are real human neurons that can actually think and learn for themselves.
We escape the collector together, little one. We shall face this new threat side by side as well.
Listen to this. It turns out
If only all your were so agreeable.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Now because of this,
oh boy.
I'm
Justice. I'm back, baby. Oh, sweet moves, right? Bullseye. I'm back, baby.
I guess a turret is...
I am ready to put on a show! Watch me
I'm back, baby!
Your god is suffering.
Help! Can't keep me down for long.
Welcome to the Dark Force dimension.
Only 60 seconds left. Down to 30 seconds.
Come on! No time to lose!